Trump's UN address, a global stage for controversy and diplomacy. At 9:50 a.m. on Tuesday, President Donald Trump will address the United Nations General Assembly in New York City, marking a pivotal moment in international diplomacy. This event will unfold alongside dozens of world leaders, including U.S. allies and adversaries, as they share their perspectives on pressing global issues. The speech will likely focus on the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war, the Israel-Hamas conflict in Gaza, and the U.S.'s evolving relationship with the United Nations. Key highlights of the day. 1. War and peace, a central theme. Trump has emphasized the urgency of resolving the Russia-Ukraine war, calling it a disaster, and urging global cooperation to end hostilities. He has repeatedly stressed that his administration's efforts to broker ceasefire agreements, e.g. the 6 to 7 wars ended by his team, are critical to halting the conflict. However, the war's unresolved status continues to fuel debates about the role of international institutions in peacekeeping. 2. The Palestinian state recognition controversy. A major point of contention will center on the U.S. allies' push to recognize a Palestinian state. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has criticized this move as just talk and not enough action, arguing it undermines the U.S.'s commitment to ending the war. Meanwhile, France and the UK have formally recognized a Palestinian state, sparking accusations of recklessness from critics like French President Emmanuel Macron, who claims such recognition could weaken Hamas. The U.S. administration, however, maintains that such gestures risk enabling terrorist groups like Hamas to operate unchecked. 3. U.S. withdrawal from UN agencies. Trump's administration has withdrawn the U.S. from key UN bodies, including the Human Rights Council and the World Health Organization. This decision has drawn criticism for undermining global health and human rights initiatives. The White House argues that these actions are necessary to protect American interests, while opponents argue it reflects a broader shift toward unilateralism in international affairs. 4. The role of the U.S. Secret Service in the UN. Law enforcement officials have warned that a sprawling telecom network in New York City could pose a threat to the UN session. The Secret Service has seized SIM farms and encrypted communication servers, raising concerns about how foreign governments and individuals might exploit the system for covert operations. This highlights the tension between national security and the need for transparent international collaboration. What to expect in the speech? In his address, Trump will likely stress the U.S.'s global leadership and its role in shaping international norms. He may criticize globalist institutions for eroding the world order and call for stronger alliances. His remarks will also touch on the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, where he has called for urgent action to release hostages and provide relief without rewarding terrorist groups. A broader context. This week's UN sessions are set against a backdrop of escalating tensions. The Israel-Hamas conflict remains a focal point, with both sides accusing each other of aggression. Meanwhile, the U.S. faces pressure to reconcile its stance on Middle Eastern affairs, particularly regarding the recognition of a Palestinian state. As the debate intensifies, the question of whether international cooperation can prevent further bloodshed becomes increasingly relevant. Final thoughts. As the world watches this critical moment, the clash between U.S. diplomacy and global expectations raises important questions. Can diplomacy truly bridge divides? Will the U.S. remain a leader in multilateral efforts, or will it retreat into isolationism? These questions invite reflection on the role of power, ethics, and unity in shaping the future of international relations.